Yesterday I asked you guys how it was even possible to judge skateboarding, and there's some simple answers. You can do things like high ollie contests and downhill skateboarding and big air and things of that nature. Those are all things that are measurable. You know, the amount of difficulty that goes into a trick, the style, creativity, things like that aren't necessarily something that you can score. But we try to do it anyways in contests like Street League and X Games, and even the smaller contests, Tampa Pro, Tampa Am, and even smaller on a local level. But these contests are generally judged by professional skateboarders and things like that. People that have been in the know in the skateboarding industry, industry insiders, people that have been around for a long time. And they know what to look for. But all kinds of crazy factors come into judging things like that. Like, different people like watching different kinds of skateboarding, and they're going to judge differently based on that. And on top of that, we can't have a biased Olympic panel judging skateboarding. It's just not fair. You know, say Ryan Sheckler makes it into the Olympics, but Tori Pudwill can't pass a drug test, so he doesn't make it, and he becomes a judge instead. Well, he's likely to probably think a little bit more about Ryan Sheckler's tricks and probably score him a little bit higher. One, because he knows the guy, but also because they're on the same team. It's going to legitimize his brand. And if it legitimizes his brand and it causes Plan B boards to sell more frequently, then he's going to make more money as a result. So is that really fair to the other countries, to the other companies, to the riders themselves? I don't think so. So who's going to judge these contests? Are we going to bring in a panel of people that know nothing about skateboarding, can't call the tricks? I mean, I suppose actually announcing the event itself is not up to the judges. That's up to an announcer of some sort. But they hype up the crowd. The judges hear that. They're affected by it. You know, so you got to have an unbiased person there. And I'm sure there's people in other countries that are capable of judging and announcing contests, but the United States is kind of like the epicenter of it. Like, it's skateboarding's main mecca is in California as far as skateboarders are concerned, okay? So, you know, it's not possible on that level. It is possible, I'm sure, and it's going to be done. Don't get me wrong. Skateboarding is going to be in the Olympics. I'm telling you guys why it's wrong, not why it shouldn't happen, because there's no way there's enough of you guys fighting to keep skateboarding out of the Olympics to actually make it happen, because they need us. They need youth to be watching, and if skateboarding's on TV, people are going to watch it. It's that simple. That's why the X Games worked back in the day. That's why Street League works now. People want to see skateboarding on TV because it's quick, accessible media. What we forget is that there's skate videos all over YouTube, all over the place. That's why I didn't upload footage for a long time. I didn't want to add to the constant pile of crap footage being uploaded to YouTube that people have to filter through to get to the good stuff. You know, I didn't think I was good enough to be putting footage up, so I just didn't. Maybe it's a little bit of self-consciousness there, but I also spent a lot of time hurt and recovering, and I don't really like being judged on skateboarding at all. That's not my thing. So who's going to judge these contests, or the Olympics specifically? We know who's going to judge Street League. We know who's going to judge the X Games. We know who's going to judge Tampa Am, Tampa Pro, because they're all in this tight-knit little unit, and they all work together, and they're all friends, and it's, you know, it's not a big deal. But who's going to do it on a global scale? It has to be somebody that's unbiased, somebody that's going to be fair, but also somebody that knows a lot about skateboarding and has been a part of it for a long time. And that's not something that's going to be easily achievable. That's a major hurdle that they're going to have to overcome. And I don't understand how it's going to happen. I'd like to know. I really would. But I don't really see it happening, not in a way that I can agree with, at least.